afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, Madam Toastmaster, and honored new members. How many of you have children? I have 4 children. I love children, mine or not. And at times I look at children as our teachers. And there's a saying, while we are trying to teach our children about life, it's actually our children are the ones teaching us what life is about. So I love how children are so innocent, and listening to them run wild with their imagination and creativity, and how they just love life, radiate joy and love. And because I think children see through their eyes the pure truth and beauty that surrounds them. And there's 3 things that I think children can teach us, which is humbleness, dreaming, and imagination, no matter how old you get, and just wanting to be happy and joyful even in difficult times. So the first one is humbleness. Jesus also used children as a teacher. In the book of Matthew, he used a little child standing in the midst of his disciples, called upon a child, and had this child stand in the middle of them and said, be like this young one and change your ways and become like him, and to be humble. So as you can see, Jesus also used children as teachers. And the second point is how children wakes up the creative genius within us, or our imagination. And I believe you can never get too old to dream and imagine. But when I feel stuck and I want to be inspired myself, what I do is I sit down with my children and I create vision boards with them, and I have them cut out pictures or places that they would like to be, or where they want to be in life. And I just sit down with them and listen to them run their imagination and let them dream. And it inspires myself to know that you're never too old to dream also. And then and there's also a quote by Albert Einstein, who is a famous scientist, as you all know. Imagination, he said, imagination is everything, and it is the preview of life's coming attractions. And I do believe that. And, the more you dream and imagine things, your thoughts become things. So with that, then the third is, when life gets hectic, take time out to see the world through a child's eyes. I have an experience when I went back to the Philippines and visited. My uncle brought me to a landfill. It was maybe 50 times the size of Kikaha landfill. But driving through this place, I saw little children playing. They were happy, they were smiling, little boys playing with sticks with each other, some helping their dads. And this place was really stink. Even if the windows were rolled up, but it was so putrid, the smell. But just watching these children, just how happy they are, and there are little girls in the distance washing and playing with other little girls, and with their moms washing plastic in this dirty river, but still smiling. So it goes to show that no matter what situation they were in, they still were happy and joyful and grateful for life. So we may say that little children are free and they don't have worries like us adults, but everyone is free too. We're free to choose worry. We're free to choose joy. We're free to choose whatever we want. And when you're happy, you attract more happiness to you also. And so children, as little as they are, besides the points that they have little years of life compared to us, they can be our teachers. And they can teach us humbleness, like Jesus did. He used the little child. And they teach us to dream and imagine. Watching my little kids dream and imagine when they create their vision boards is very inspiring. Or even any other children that I sit with. And just looking through the eyes of children to be happy and joyful most of the time. And so so sometimes instead of constantly waving your finger at your children and scolding them, step back sometimes and just watch little children and tune into them and sometimes see the world through their eyes and